okay, and then she just sit there. Then when she want to look at the gut again, the gut disappeared. Hey, Husna here, and welcome back to MC at RTP YouTube channel, where you will find countless stories to uncover. And for today's episode of Infrequency, I'm diving into the magic of the Holy Land, a place where every good deed and every wrong action is returned to you instantly, or we call cash. So this happened at Masjidil Haram when my mother is performing her Hajj. So my mom would normally pray at the new extension area near the Marwah side. Usually we couldn't get inside the main prayer hall unless we went there really early because there are so many people, right? So for Maghrib, she would pray at the extension, and then during the break between Maghrib and Isyak, where most people leave to eat or go back to their hotels, so she would take that chance to enter the main hall for the Isyak prayer. So one day for Maghrib, my mom sat next to two Indonesian women, and while waiting for the prayer, they started chatting. The woman said that they stayed far from the mosque and they had to come there by bus, and their bus was always red and it always parked in front of a specific gate, but they didn't really remember the name. And after Maghrib, she wanted to move inside for Isyak, but suddenly she really needed to go to the toilet. Like she cannot hold it anymore. Like, you know how far the toilet from the masjid, like far. So she had to go alone, even though she knew that she would lose her usual prayer spot. When she walked out, she saw two Indonesian women like crying, even though she was rushing to the toilet. Like she stopped to ask and asked what happened, and then they said that they couldn't find their bus, like the exact description from before, like red bus parked at the certain gate. And then she was like shocked, like, oh, I heard this story before, right? And then she told them like, come and let's try to find the gate. And then they walk around, and then suddenly there it is, the red bus. And then they hugged my mother, and then they thanked her over and over because they had like elderly mother to get on the bus. And then after that, she rushed to the toilet, and then she took the wudu and then tried to head back inside, but she knew lah that the hall would be full. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, a female guard came up to my mother and then grabbed her hand and then pulled her through the crowd. And then no talking, no questions, she just keep walking and dragging my mother along. And then she just go with the guard, and then the guard brought my mother right to the front, like completely an empty spot, a place that would normally never be empty at that time. How come no one can see that perfect spot, like one spot at that time? So like my mother was like, huh? And then she want to give the guard sedekah, and then the guard was like, no, and like she was refused and mad at that time. And then my mother was like, okay, and then she just sit there. Then when she want to look at the gut again, the gut disappeared. So my mother said that she wondered if that maybe an angel who saved that perfect spot for her. Wallahu a'lam. So that's all for today's episode. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like, comment and share. Bye bye.